Ateneo. Coach Sherwin Meneses on the other side. Knockout Saturday for Ateneo and Adamson. Match number 58 for the UAAP Women's Volleyball Tournament. And we are happy to have you with us. This is going to be dramatic. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be heartbreaking for one team here. And sit tight to find out which team will move on in this long road called the Stepladder semifinals. The starting six on your screens. And what is the feeling of possibly playing your last match in the UAAP? If let's say, syempre, that scenario is there. If you lose, that's your last match in a knockout match. What goes through your mind, your system, when that happens?
You know, normally it's really mixed emotions. Parang you're feeling excited. At the same time, the pressure is also there. And malungkot because possibly that could be your last game.
And that girl, the Dabawenya, Mayan Zapanta, Sheila Pineda, and the one serving right now, Makatuno, all graduating. They lose today. It's the last time we're going to see them in an Adamson uniform. For Ateneo, this team will be intact, and except for Tash Faustino, the lone graduating student for them. Which brings me to the point, and what are your thoughts of Ateneo being number 3 this year, despite all the changes that they went through as a team?
I think a lot of the people didn't expect Ateneo to already be in the finals, or at least get it that easy. Dahil ngayon nga, no, bata yung lineup, only a couple of them were actually there at the strongest time of Ateneo. But, you know, I think it's actually a good sign to see Ateneo really adjust that quickly coming into the season.
We're tied at 1. Zapanta, Morente picking it up. Morado, hinabol. Valdez. Huli ni Zapanta. That is a net block for Adamson. So a point for Ateneo. And speaking of, let's go to Selena Degda.
Well, women and the girls are well aware and need no reminding that they always have a tough time every time they go up against the Lady Falcons. And this is precisely the reason why they push themselves extra hard during practice the recent week. In fact, earlier in the dugout, some of the girls were telling me that they really did a thorough review of Adamson's game plans in order to come up with their best counterattack. Now, on top of this, Coach Tai instructs the girls through their meditations to have a mentality that runs parallel along the thoughts of victory. Paulit-ulit niyang sinasabi na maganda ang depensa ng team at mananalo kami ngayon. Unfortunately, March Tejada will still not be joining the girls in court today due to that sprained knee, but the girls still remain steadfast and confident with their adjusted game plan. Boom and Dan.
Excellent. Thank you, Selena Dagdag, reporting for Ateneo. 3-1 is the score. They've scouted Adamson very well. I'm sure Adamson has done the same thing. Sila na yung nagsasabi, it's a joke around the volleyball community. Pag sinabi Ateneo Adamson, eto, more often than not. I mean, Ateneo, their collegiate rivals is definitely LaSalle. There's no question, regardless of sport. But when these two teams meet each other, especially, let's say, the last 5 years, 6 years, they really put on a show for the fans, and that's why the fans have come out here at Volleyball Central, the arena, as Ateneo gets that point. Let's go to Mitch Del Carmen from the other side this time.
Women, Anna, itanong ko nga si Coach Sherwin tungkol sa pinagkaiba ng Final Four nila this year as compared to last year. At ang sagot niya nga raw sa akin, ito na raw ang oras nila para bawian ang Ateneo. Kahit doon natalo sila last year, basta't natuto sila, ay okay na yon. There's not much pressure this year as compared to Ateneo's twice to beat advantage last year. At kahit daw 0-2 ang standing nila sa Ateneo this season, naniniwala si Coach Sherwin na hindi naman daw nagkulang yung Adamson, but rather it was the breaks of the games kaya sila natalo. He says that today is now everyone's ball game, so let's just forget and learn from the past and just move forward to finally beat the Lady Eagles.
Great report, Mitch. Thank you very much. And I believe what Coach Sherwin is saying. You may have lost 0-2 in the elimination round, but the difference is dito, knockout kasi kayo eh.
So you're an even playing field.
Exactly.
Either kahit ikaw pa yung may panalo, siguro kumpiyansa is on your side. But it really depends on how you would perform today.
Right. I mean, if you're Coach Sherwin, imagine, ang kalaban mo, number 3, they're 10-4, the team standings. You're 6-8, and you're both 1 win away from the next phase.
That's right. Still good.
Very
Either
good.
way.
And I really believe that Adamson has earned their right to be here. They really, with a little luck also, when UP beat FEU, and I think that was
That's
a
right.
crucial match. Natulungan nun, but they really earned their way with some great wins here in the UAP in the second round. Not to say that Ateneo doesn't deserve, obviously, at 10-4 they do, and they are at 8-3 here in the first set of semi-final action between Ateneo and Adamson. Coach Paul Perasol, Father Rendon, Maximino Rendon, and Miss Maluisit. Triangle formation dyan sa ating on-screen. Of course, Miss Malu and Father Rendon from Adamson, and Coach Ball, the coach of the men's basketball team. He's been here, for those who just tuned in, throughout the afternoon. Nung kanina pa naglalaro yung napakagandang laro ng Ateneo at FEU. I was telling Ann here, as Eliza Valdez gets a service ace, goosebumps yung laban ng Ateneo and FEU. And our hearts go out to FEU because they were crying out, going out of the Coliseum as their season ends today. But man, what a match that one.
Everybody enjoyed
Yes.
that game. We see everyone really shouting at each and every move that they made.
Ito, follow up. Ateneo Adamson. And it is Patnomon who lately, in the return of Coach Tai Mundin, has been inserted in that starting lineup. And Coach Sherwin calls an early timeout. His team is down 7.
Wala eh. Pagka napunta yung bola sa kanila, nakanganga lang kayo na nakanganga eh. Napunta yung bola sa kanila, mabablock tayo, magdidepensa. Diba? Wala depensahan natin. Taas-taas ng bola, hindi natin naset ng second ball. Diba? Para tayo makaka-atake. Depensa, second ball, wala. Kahit sino pwedeng kumuha naman yun Pwede mag-set, diba? Okay na kung walang receive, walang problema. Gawin natin ang paraan sa block.
Fans in attendance today here at the arena in San Juan for Saturday ball game, Saturday matches rather. Liza Valdez and her team ahead by 7-10, serving 3. Magandang hapon, Pilipinas, at lahat po ng nanonood all over the world via the Filipino channel. And I just came back from a trip the NBA, and again I want to thank ABS-CBN Sports for that. And even in the different places that I was, they always say that they watch the Filipino channel and they catch the UAP. So alam naman natin yun.
Of course. And it's always amazing. I mean, this is collegiate level volleyball,
Yes.
and yet we have viewers from all over.
So binabati namin kayo ng magandang araw, mabuhay po kayo, at pati na rin sa lahat ng mga probinsyang nakatutok sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Abante po ng 8. Ito ang Ateneo. Pineda. Check ball. And it's in anyway. A spectacular year for Sheila Pineda, who has carried the load for Adamson. Her demeanor, it never changes. She looks cool. She looks like she's not sometimes engaged in the game, but it cannot be farther from the truth. As De Jesus gets that one for another point for Ateneo. So I think that's, you heard the crowd roar when Sheila Pineda's name was called earlier. Just a spectacular year for her, as you see this Oishi oh-wow moment of the game open up to everyday surprises.
I guess what the people love about Bang Pineda, aside from the fact na isa siya sa top scorers, you see the consistency and really the willingness in each and every game that she plays.
Undersized, matibay yung puso. She is well loved and she deserves every single thing. Every single applause and shriek from the crowd as she gets a service ace there on cue.
Definitely an all-around player here for Coach Sherwin. Alam din natin, no, Bang Pineda also plays beach volleyball.
That's right. We've been saying it. She's been playing volleyball whole year. She is the 3rd best server of the league.
And just like that, very steady game of Bang Pineda, slowly inching closer to Ateneo.
That one, though, wide left. It's sad when you think about it. If they get knocked out today, it's a sad thought that we're going to see her for the last time in an Adamson uniform. If you're a volleyball fan, regardless of what school you root for, it's going to be a sad day.
And it's always a sad thing, I'd
Yes.
say, no, if there are graduating players in the team and you've been so used to seeing them on the floor wearing that uniform.
Yes.
It's always very emotional.
Remember, her, Makatuno, and Mayet Zapanta, all graduating.
If you talk to these graduating players, very emotional yan mga yan.
Sure.
Because, of course, you want to exit on a high note.
Pero hindi pa tapos na. Pag nanalo po sila, kwento natin ng bagya para doon sa mga hindi nakakaintindihan doon anong mangyayari sa Stepladder. Kasi iba, katulad sa men's volleyball kanina, number 2 Ateneo versus number 3 FU. So very different format. Stepladder, whoever wins this, what happens to them?
Well, whoever wins today's game will now take on the number 2 seed, which is NU, who actually has a twice to beat advantage. And from there, kung sino yung mananalo, if say the winner of today's game will win twice over NU,
Right.
then they face DLSU, who's now waiting
And they have a
twice to beat advantage.
Twice to beat advantage.
It's not gonna be easy, and that's why a lot of people, you know, over the course of this season, marami, lalo na for other teams who are supporting other teams aside from LaSalle. Ang
Right.
gusto niyan magkaroon ng talo ang LaSalle to avoid the stepladder format.
Right. But LaSalle has obviously earned their spot there. They're waiting. They have the thrice to beat. So it's going to be a long road. And it's going to be a long time till we see them play again. But I'm sure they're watching this match right now as you catching us right at the net. Great action captured by our directors here at ABS-CBN Sports earlier. Direct Alneri. Direct Abot Ramos right now at the helm of this match where Ateneo is ahead 16-11, courtesy of a miss hit still by Ariel Patnongan, but good enough for a 5-point lead. Nico Elorde sitting pretty. Coach Leo, Austria, no stranger to volleyball. He's here very often together with his son. Well, not always together, but back in Austria, also with us today. Hey, by the way, happy birthday to our boss, Mr. Peter Musni.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Sir Peter. And enjoy this day, enjoy this weekend. I'm sure he's enjoying the volleyball action between Ateneo and Adamson. Ateneo ahead by 5 and a infraction on Makatuno. You know, Adamson has had a lot. You know, I've said they have the most 5-setters here this year. As you look at this spectacular angle. And one of the reasons why they've had so many 5-setters is that they really are a slow starting team, man.
That's right. Diesel. That's what they call a diesel team. Sometimes nakakapagod din yun, no? Because if you start slow, you lose the first couple of sets.
Right.
And then, dun sa crucial part, kailangan mo maghabol. And you really have to give it your all.
And sometimes it happens that they win, sometimes they don't. Because it is physically and mentally taxing to always try to catch up. Now remember, against Ateneo the last time, they had to do that also. And they were down 2 sets and had to win set 3 and 4 and were ahead in set 5 as Valdez catches the net on this one. Amanda Villanueva in the game, in the match for the first time for the Lady Falcons.
I think also a crowd favorite.
Yes,
When she entered the court, a lot of cheers.
What she has to develop is consistency in the next year. Which got a block there on Michelle Morante. This actually reminds me of Sheila Pineda in her early years. Pineda always had potential. As you look at this Betadine block of the set, Betadine 7.5% feminine wash for Red Days. It's better to be protected. You knew she was great. You knew she was going to be a great volleyball player, but she could not put together 2-3 games na maganda.
It's really consistency. That's what is lacking.
Pero the last 2 years for Sheila Pineda has been great. Isa Valdez short on the attack. 6-point lead still for Ateneo though.
What time? Armstrong. running quick up to you นะsafety point โอเคนะ
Isa lang. Yes, yes.
Coach Taibundit was away for a very long time, came back just in time. He was the happiest guy in that Ateneo win over Adamson the last time.
Also very proud, I'd say, no, coming back and seeing his girls making it this far.
Back to Eliza. Puts it away. And Coach Tai applauding the play. 5-point lead. Gatorade fueled spike of the game. Gatorade win from within. You see your favorite volleyball superstars in action, in aerial action with that shot. Overcooked. So, para kay Amanda Villanueva.
Still pulled off the bench.
Eliza continues to serve with a 6-point lead now. Catches the net. 3-point for Adamson. 15 serving 20. It will be Amanda Villanueva. And the cheers that Anne was talking about earlier. Morente. Cross court.
Morente also very effective.
Look at this Mitsubishi Mirage G4. Great play. Mitsubishi Mirage G4. Expect more from the small sedan.
Morente has scored a couple of points already in this set.
Patlonglan serving. Over receive. Playable. They go to Morente again. Zapanta was there. Makatuno decides to go to Sheila off speed. Sheila back. Oh, great coverage by Morado. Ibinalik sa Adamson. Another try. Why not? I like it when they set Sheila Pineda in the middle. And kasi they don't do it often, which is also right. But she is the kind of player who can choose her angle.
And she's not one of the tallest, but look at her.
Generating so much power on our Apaton great play. Apaton weight gain, clinically proven to help gain weight healthily. She's not a one-dimensional player, kaya kahit nabigyan mo sa gitna.
Or at the back.
Oh, sa likod.
She's not choosing her side. No? She definitely can find a way to get the ball through.
This was a misstep. Hindi nagkaabuyan si Morado at si Ahumiro. For an error, the lead is down to 4. Highest at 6 earlier. Back to Morente. Easy take for Zapanta. Why not? Pineda again. Puts it away. Papantayan natin yan, yung labanan. And you cannot block like that against Bang Pineda. That separation is going to kill you.
Pineda will find a way to get it through that very small space.
Baba sa tatlo. Ang abante ng Ateneo. Misreceive. Eliza from the back row. That's too far. And that's from a 6-point lead down to 2. So Adamson starting to warm up, and
just at the right time here in the first set. Also a good rotation for Adamson with Pineda in front.
5 straight points for the Lady Falcons. Coach Tai calls a timeout. Let's listen in.
First time นะแท็กนะดูไวเซตนะแบ็คนะเฮ้ยเซตเฮ้ยแบ็คโอเคเมดิเทชั่นต่อนะเซต
doesn't sound like much, but you know it's a specific play that they're calling. Angela Binting, former courtside reporter, Apple David from Adamson University, cheering on their team. Angela Binting was practically the player that Pineda kind of got the torch from. Jesus. Oh, and they stopped the bleeding here at Ateneo. Importance of that timeout. Lead is up to 2.
You see the Lady Eagles now calling out plays, just like Coach Tai instructed.
Hey, it doesn't sound much, but you know, because they practice together every day.
And you see the hand gestures.
Yes. Lazaro was there to read it. Valdez from the back row. Villanueva digs it up. Pineda again. On the strength of her attack, gets a check ball. She goes to the back row to serve. Talaga, tinarget talaga, no, Ann? 7 points already.
Very experienced outside hitter.
Valdez!
Oh, with the help of the net.
7 points for Valdez. So that's the count that we are going to look at, because these two really go toe-to-toe against each other.
And we are only in the first set.
Yes,
They're
exactly.
already at 7 points.
Exactly. They are really the heart and soul of their teams, especially in offense. 23-22. Graduating May Makatuna. Ahumiro, one blocker to beat. And we are at set point for the number 3 seed. Let's listen in to Adamson.
Tatama lang sa atin, pataasin niyo yung bola. Okay? Isa lang yan. Ha? Harap ka na. Saan siya magaling dito? O, di, tumba. C. 4. 4, rapo. Okay, isang receive lang. Pagka walang receive, diskartehan mo lang. Kailangan mo lang yung
Their turn to call a timeout.
Let's see what adjustments Adamson will make. Humihingi si Coach Sherwin ng isang magandang receive.
Well, let's see what's going to happen here. Pineda. Sorry, that's Villanueva. Pineda's in the back row. Valdez sent back. And Pineda celebrating with Villanueva as they cut the lead to 1.
Of course, Villanueva is not one of the tallest players you'll see on the floor. But so far, the minutes that she's spent here, nakadalawang block na itong si Villanueva.
There's been a spark. Again, they need for her to be consistent. And there's no other day than today. Knockout Saturday for Ateneo and Adamson. Chance for the team in white here. It's Ateneo's turn. Valdez again.
Oh, look at that.
Playable. Oh no, sorry. It was 2 hits on Valdez, I think.
And if you look at how focused the blockers are of Adamson.
Was that Villanueva again?
It was Villanueva. Ateneo, of course.
They called yung dalawang touch kay
Touches.
ano eh. Oh, we saw a lot of this in the first game.
Carried over to this game, boom.
Yeah, the FPU Ateneo match. At match point no less, ano, yung kanina. Morado, they retain set point here. And Adamson trying to fight it again. Another chance for them. Nagkagulo si Paat at saka si Makatuno. Dive by De Jesus. Valdez, nobody, nobody in front of her to block. In the confusion, And Eliza Valdez takes advantage. And Ateneo takes set number 1 in another grueling Adamson Ateneo first set. Let's look at this sequence. Walang nasa harap. That cannot be against the most prolific scorer of the UAP Women's Volleyball Tournament. First set goes to Ateneo.